We are three mums from the Niddrie house in Greendykes area.
And we feel that mothers in the area don't always know the facilities for themselves and their children.
In fact, I didn't know anyone till my little boy started in nursery.
And I come from a high-rise block of flats myself, so I know what it's like to feel shut in and isolated.
So we've decided to make this short film to let the mums see what there is within walking distance.
So we'll just go into the Green Gables nursery now and see what's going on.
Here is a mother who has just moved into Greendykes house, a high-rise block overlooking the nursery. She is coming to Green Gables for the first time to find out if there is anything available for her child, who is nearly 3. Nursery schools are for children aged 3 to 5. Green Gables mostly offers part-time places, 9 to 12 in the mornings and from 1 to 3:30 in the afternoons. The mother now has a good idea of the sort of play provision offered inside and outside the nursery, and by this time the head teacher has had a chance to chat with her and has discovered that Simone is not yet quite 3 and cannot have a place in the nursery until after she's 3. But the head teacher is now telling her about a mother-toddler group which is run in the nursery on Thursdays for children aged between 2 and 3 and their mothers. And here we are in the mother and toddler room, and we can see the mothers talking with the children while they play. The mothers take it in turns to look after the children and to provide the play materials. The rest of the mothers go into the staff room and have coffee and their own conversations. As well as mother-toddler groups, there are home visits for children not yet old enough for nursery or playgroup. Green Gables has a home visitor who visits 2 to 3-year-olds and their parents in their own homes. The mother and visitor play and talk with the young child. This is a joint activity because it is the mother who is the most important person, being the most important teacher in her children's lives. And here we have the mother telling the grown-ups how she has been thinking about her own children's development. Here in Tweedsmuir House, there's a mother who is acting as a home visitor for a little boy, John, who is 2.5 years old.
Hello, here we are at the Jack Kane Centre in Craigmillar, where we have a mother and toddler group. The mother and toddler group operates on a Monday and Wednesday morning from 10 o'clock till 11:30. If you wish to join, then just take your child up to the Jack Kane Centre on either of these mornings about 10 o'clock, and you will see someone there that will tell you when to bring your child in. There is no cost except maybe 5p a morning for a snack.
for example, a very expensive toy. I've got a very expensive toy behind me. A toy that isn't very expensive, like this, for example, 2 pence. A much more expensive toy would be 10 pence, but nothing more than 10 pence.
And could you tell us just how long they're allowed to
Yes,
have the toy?
they're allowed to have the toys for 3 weeks.
Well, I'm just going to ask Mr. and Mrs. King who use the toy library and what they think of it. Mrs. King, could you tell me, who are you getting the toys from?
Well, we have a wee autistic son, and we come up here, while he's at school, we come up and choose some toys for him.
You choose the toys for
That's
him?
right, aye. When he's on holiday, we bring him up. But,
And does he like the library itself?
yes, oh aye. Although he doesn't come very often, when he does come up, he makes himself quite at home. So we've found that this is really ideal because autistic children tire quickly of toys. So we can come up here every 3 weeks
And just
and get a
different
selection.
toys for them.
That's right, aye.
And he really likes the toys that they have here.
Oh yes,
He
aye.
likes when they can come in here and just
Uh-huh.
look at the books and the toys. And could you tell me what you think of it, Mr. King?
Oh, quite honestly, this what I really is, it is fantastic. And well, Alexa and Phillips, I mean, for us to get these toys, it's mostly educational toys that we get, things that will help him. It would cost us pounds to buy, and after.
Here we are at Greendykes Nursery, which is for full-time children, but only in special cases, of course. But we do have a community room, which is for parents. So we'll just go in with a top something along just now.
Without any contact with the outside world, when you've got a newborn in the house, and you become not yourself, you lose your identity. That's another thing that we want to try and get our identities back again, because you're no longer, you know, whoever you were when you were single. You're somebody's mummy or you're somebody's, and basically I think we've all got lots of ideas that each individual would like to put forward, and there's nobody to talk to about it, you see. And so that's basically why I think this group is absolutely fantastic. Because it helps me talk about stupid things I've read in the paper, and it saves me talking at home to myself.
And as well as that, is, we've all sort of got to, none of us knew each other before we came to this, and
Yes,
we've all
that's
sort of
right.
got to know, you know, more people than we would have known if we'd just been sort of in the house and speaking to the neighbours and
That's
what have
right.
you.
And another thing I've found, I mean, there's little things when I first came here, you know, you have your own sort of standards at home, what you would do with your children and how you bring them up. And at one point I was really getting quite worried because I was completely different from other mothers around me, you know. They would do other things to their kids, whereas I would let them get away with things that other mothers wouldn't. And I was beginning to wonder whether I wasn't perhaps doing the right thing. And having met, you know, lots of other people with the same ideas, it makes a tremendous difference. Your confidence is brought back up again.
You realise that what you're doing isn't really
weird. It's not. It's not
just normal. It's just what everybody else is doing. But you think it's different.
Yeah,
I found it a real experience and learning from it a lot, especially that day that we had, you know, where we all talked about what we did before we got married, before we had a family, and like we learned that you worked in the theatre, and I found that really interesting, and then Ilsa was a policewoman, you know, and we all did different things, and I found that was really interesting because you learned what other people did, you know, in their walks of life. I found it really interesting.
Yes, and it's amazing how, you know, the completely different backgrounds of everybody merge together, and somehow we've all got something in common, because we all want to talk about other things other than babies and recipes. Although Pat actually came with 1 week and told us all sorts of things about wholemeal food, which was very, very interesting.
Yeah, it's really good that week.
Whole foods is called.
Could you tell me why is it called Housewives Register?
Well, I don't know. This is something started up, I think it was in the 60s. they hadn't got anybody to talk to. And it was a woman, I think, in Edinburgh who put an advert in the paper and said, is anybody interested talking about anything but children? And do come and contact us.
And what kind of things do you speak about?
Well, we speak about we started off, for instance, we'd all read the papers during the week, and anything that was any interesting headline that came out of it, we would bring to the meeting, and then each of us would talk about what we'd seen that week and discuss it.
Is this because you felt, you know, in the house stuck in?
It's stuck in, and also, yes, we didn't have much friends, and also your mind tends to go a bit sterile. You know, you forget how to think.
And how exactly does a mother, you know, join?
Well, she just comes along on a Tuesday morning, about 10:30, and just comes along. Somebody will be here. You know, we're all usually here about 11 o'clock. You know, we all eventually get here about 11. Just comes along and she get a cup of coffee, and then we just have a chat. That's all she needs to do. Just come along on a Tuesday morning, because we're here every Tuesday. You know, and bring the kids and all the everybody else. You know, and
Greendykes.
Here I am talking to a health visitor about the clubs they run for mothers expecting their babies and for mothers with new babies.
That's based in the day nursery for the antenatal mother. This is the Mothers to Be Club, and it's run on very informal lines. Really, we just hope to get the mothers along any stage in pregnancy. They can come as early or as late as they like. Just really hopefully to discuss anything that might be worrying them or any sort of problems that they may be thinking that they're going to have in the hospital. We do go over what sort of things to expect when they go into hospital. And we also have a physiotherapist that comes to that group, and she helps the mother with relaxation exercises, which I think a lot of them find very helpful. And it's interesting that we find after the baby is born, the mothers quite often wish that they had been to this group, because they realise then that there is quite a lot to learn about a new baby. I've often wondered about it myself, and I've never been to any. I've got 4 children. I never went to any exercises or anything during pregnancy. Yeah, a lot of people seem to find it very helpful. And just, I think one of the important things is contact with other mothers who are also going to be having new babies, because girls that have been working, for instance, and then suddenly they're at home, you know, they feel very cut off, and if they're going to meet someone else that they may be in hospital with, they're both going to have their babies together. So we would hope that following that group, they would then come to what we call the new baby group, which is also held in the Greendykes community room. And this is predominantly for mothers in the early weeks after the baby is born, say up to the first 3 months or something like this, because this is the time that we find as health visitors that mothers have the most settling in problems with their baby. You know, and they're maybe feeling tired and depressed, and the baby's crying all night and this sort of thing. And if they can talk to the other mothers and find that they're having the same kind of problems, you know, they feel a lot better about it. They feel they're not the only ones that are getting sleepless nights. And so it's very much the mothers supporting each other. And although we're present at that group, you know, we like to think that some kind of contact is made between the mothers themselves. And then the other group that we do is a mother and toddlers club, and this is held up at Castlebury School in the community room there. That's on a Thursday afternoon, and that group is really for, again, mothers who perhaps have been a bit isolated and cut off, maybe not knowing many other people around them, and they can come themselves and have talks on all sorts of various very varied topics. They make up their own programme, there's a committee for that, and they'll make up their own programme. The talks range from all sorts of things, mine rescue to health problems of the children, you know, all sorts of things. Last year I was up myself. Did you? Yeah. The new baby group is held Tuesday afternoon from 1:30 again till about 3 o'clock. And the Mother and Toddlers Club is held at Castle Grey School Community on a Thursday afternoon from 1:30 to 3 o'clock.
And how would you go about joining?
Well, we'd like anyone to come along, obviously.
Do you remember the mother who had just moved into the area? Well, I am now showing her a playgroup at Sandy's Club for 2.5 to 5-year-olds.
We cater for children from the ages of 2.5 to 2. 50 pence a week. We encourage mothers to come along and help in the playgroup and watch their children enjoying themselves, and in any fundraising that might sort of come about in the playgroup. We have a mother here with us this morning who might give you a message.
We are now at Castlebrae Secondary School. Mums in the area on Tuesday mornings for nursery and sewing classes. We hope you have enjoyed our film, and there is a sheet available giving information about what's on for parents and young children in the Greendykes and Niddrie house area.
They will try to tell us we are wrong, try to say to us we don't belong, but I've never felt so sure before of anyone. La